Hey guys, welcome to Boxing Squared for boxing news and views from around the internet. And heavyweight news it is today because there is a lot going on in the heavyweight division beyond the champions and their promoters firing back and forth amongst each other, which has kind of been a bit like a bit of a ping pong in recent days. But starting with one of those champions, WBC kingpin Deontay Wilder. He's hit back at his November 4th opponent, Bermane Stiverne, over comments the 39-year-old Haitian made about Wilder wanting to feel his pain. Stiverne, of course, lost the green belt to the Alabama native almost 3 years ago, citing dehydration after the fight as a major factor in his losing effort. But Deontay Wilder, he's having none of it, saying on social media, Stiverne said he's going to make me feel his pain. Ha! No, boy, I'm going to make you feel my pain. And this clip was the one that accompanied the message.
He called it his belt. He trying to take some feel from me, baby. There you go, come on. There you go. He's trying to take some feel from me. No. She's so fake. She's so fake. She's so fake.
So a little bit of Deontay Wilder in training there. I actually cut the clip short because it went on for about 40 seconds and it was exactly the same thing. And just on the cost for the fight for people who are attending, as expected, ticket prices have come down for that November 4th card. Of course, we've had Bermane Stiverne step in as Wilder's opponent instead of Luis Ortiz. We all know what happened to Ortiz, sad situation. So the best seats now, they've come down to just over $450 and the cheapest just over $50. Meanwhile, BoxingScene.com, see the link in the description, it's reporting that Dominic Breazeale is going to be added to that card to fight Eric Molina. You might recall Breazeale was originally on the card, but after Stiverne was elevated to the main fight because he was going to be fighting Stiverne, Lou DiBella said he would not be seeking a new opponent for Breazeale. As of this video being published, neither fight had officially confirmed the fight on social media, but expect that to come in the next day or two. Some sort of official announcement from Lou DiBella and such. But Breazeale, he had been briefly angling after he was dropped from the card for a shot at Dillian Whyte, who is fighting, or meant to be fighting, on Anthony Joshua's October 28th card later this month. But Matchroom promoter Eddie Hearn has confirmed Breazeale's management have decided to go in a different direction and didn't want the fight. I would say that if Dominic Breazeale does face Molina, and it is looking likely, that based on form, well, the man that they call trouble, he will be far too much for Molina and the heavy favourite to win. Adrian Granard has announced on social media, it's time for a comeback. The Swedish prospect was highly touted until he was knocked out unexpectedly by Alexander Dimitrenko in March. That fight was meant to be sort of an easy breezy sort of night out for Granard, but it didn't prove the case. The 14-1 Granard is due to fight an as yet unnamed opponent on November 3rd in Hamburg, Germany, according to the article that Granard posted with his social media post. See the link in the description. So in it, Granard says he's been putting the pressure in recent months on Finnish heavyweight Robert Helenius to try arrange a fight, but nothing has been coming from that. And he's also eyeing up that rematch with Dimitrenko at some stage, should he get through his next fight. The rematch, it would be quite interesting given how the first fight panned out. He was comprehensively beaten by Dimitrenko the first time around, so there would certainly be some interest in that fight. Promoter Kelly Sauerland has wasted no time in talking about his new signing, Filip Hrgović, saying he could beat the best now. The Croat fighter, who has had one fight in the professional ranks and was a bronze medalist from the Rio Games, signed a long-term deal with Team Sauerland about a week ago. It largely went unreported. Just on the signing with Sauerland, Hrgović says, "It's important to have a strong promoter behind you to guide your career. Team Sauerland have built a lot of world champions in the past. They know how to do their job, and together I think we can make some big things happen." So in an interview with IFL TV, see the link in the description, Sauerland was quizzed on potentially extending the World Boxing Super Series out to heavyweights eventually, and he was asked should that happen because that's something they want to do. who would be the 6 heavyweights that would be in it. And his response was Fury, Joshua, Wilder, Parker, Hrgović, and possibly Pulev. And on Hrgović, Sauerland said, while he's only had the one pro fight, he's ready for the world title fight now. So that's confidence indeed. And footage of his first round stoppage of well-travelled journeyman Rafael Zumbano Love can be found on YouTube. It certainly is a glimpse of a guy with a big future. Zumbano Love did not want any part of what Hrgović was offering up. Hrgović will return to action on October 27th in Germany, fighting against a guy called Pavel Sauer. So he will be on the World Boxing Super Series quarterfinal undercard, and that is, of course, being headlined by Jürgen Bremer and Rob Brandt. So Sauer, I'm not exactly sure who he is. I haven't seen him fight before, but he is 6-0. So that will be a 6-round contest. And it should also be noted that Hrgović beat Joseph Parker in the amateurs, and their fight can also be found on YouTube. That's it from me. Hit like, hit subscribe, follow me on Twitter, boxing_squared. I'm out.